Welcome to the House Roethlisberger-built Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Redhawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Redhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Trying to get... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep. They were ready for that play.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. after the misfire now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Running with power. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Third down coming up.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got his man quickly. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 6 over the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami, Ohio, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Looking for space to the left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
This quarterback part of their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And on second down for this offense. The give out of the gun. At the 20, he's got space. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
And the Redhawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
On second down, he'll fire. Floating away. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Got it.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Pope. Touchdown, Redhawks! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum to get this run game going.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Gets away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. The quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll pitch it. Dances away again. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Coming after it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Snares it outside. It's Warren.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Give to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run designed runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Rich. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. The ball pops out. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Trying to find his man on first down. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Wiggles and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over San Jose State. Your Boy, KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's got the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
They're bringing heat. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami, Ohio, 17, Baylor, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
42 Spider.
Quick handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to sneak it. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Number 16 in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak.
14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
To kick off.
going for the return. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the 1st and goal.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. Touchdown Bears! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They get him down after he makes a catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the...
Dialed up it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And it works. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the 1st down. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays.